Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. How are we doing today? Are we good? Are we fine? We are live in the Digital Lawyers Network. Let's tell others that we are live. We are live. Please join us in the Digital Lawyers Network. We are live. Please join us. Please join us. Okay. So if you can see me and you can hear me, please type I in the comment section. If you can see me and you can hear me clearly, please type I in the comment section. Yes, I want to be sure that you can see me and you can hear me clearly before I go on. So if you can see me and you can hear me clearly, just type I in the comment section. Okay. So I just want to start right now. If you can see me and you can hear me clearly, type I in the comment section how to create content that attracts deep pocket clients. Oh, great. So if you can see me and hear me clearly, type I in the comment section. If you can see me and hear me clearly, type I in the comment section. I want to be sure that you can see me and you can hear me clearly. Okay. So one of the things I have realized is that some lawyers are finding it difficult to get deep pocket clients online. So in fact, I've even seen lawyers that told me that online marketing does not bring clients that have money, that it only brings, the people that pay you some chicken change and all that. And I'm like, no, people get clients that pay them a lot of money online. Personally, I've got clients that paid me a lot of money online. So you can get deep pocket clients online. The major thing is just that you have to be sure that you are doing what deep pocket clients want. If you are finding it difficult online to get deep pocket clients, then it means that you have to reevaluate your content strategy. So it's either you are speaking to the wrong audience or your content does not, project the needed authority, the kind of authority you need to charge them high, to charge them premium fees, or to attract the premium clients. So you have to be sure that your content strategy is on point. And how do I mean? Number one, do your research. Do your research. Don't just assume that this is what they want. I'm telling you, what appeals to deep pocket clients is different, entirely different from what appeals to, the clients that are just going to pay you chicken change. You would agree with me that it is not the same thing that bothers them. They don't have the same challenges. They don't have the same pains. They don't have the same, it's not just the same. So one of the major mistakes that I see that lawyers make is that they copy the content strategy of their colleagues. So if you see a lawyer online now, the lawyer will just generally go online and just, scrap through the internet to see what are my colleagues writing about. And the lawyer starts writing about that, which is very wrong because you don't even know if you are targeting the same audience. You can be in the same practice area. You can focus on the same niche. And at the same time, you are not targeting the same set of clients. Do you get what I'm saying? You can be in the same practice area, be practicing in the same niche, but you are not focusing on the same type of clients. Somebody could be focusing on maybe the lower class. Another person can be focusing on the middle class. Do you get what I'm saying? And the other person can also be focusing on the people who can really afford it. So you have to be sure that the content strategy you are using is for the type of client that you want. And that is why I said you have to do your research. You have to know what appeals to that set of clients. What would appeal to the lower set of clients will not appeal to the rich clients. So their fears are not the same. Their struggles are not the same. Do you get what I'm saying? Their struggles are not the same. Their challenges are not the same. So what you'll be addressing and the content style, the way you are going to be speaking to them is not always the same as well. So it will not be the same. So you have to be sure that you get it right. So you have to do your research. That's number one. Then number two, when you have done your research, focus on their challenges, focus on their problems, focus on their doubts. The main reason why clients don't pay you is because they either do not see that you can offer solutions to their legal challenges, or they don't see that you are worth paying that kind of money. So you have to focus on, number one, proving to them that you can offer the legal solution that they need. And number two, prove to them that you are worth being paid that particular amount of money. So that is what you have to focus on. So you have to focus on what are their pains, what are their challenges, and also you have to position yourself in such a way that they now see you as someone who is worth being paid that particular amount of money that you want to charge. Then another thing I want to say is that if you want to attract deep pocket clients, you have to go beyond scratch surface content. That one, I see it online a lot. A lot of lawyers are just creating scratch surface content. In fact, I don't even know if some lawyers are copying themselves online, because you would just see the kind of, I'm sorry to say this, but the kind of shallow content that they create, and you would see that they create the same kind of content. You will notice that it's like they're even copying themselves. It's like they're replicating their content. And this content they're even copying is shallow. You have to go beyond scratch surface content. You have to focus on, how do I put it now? Okay, let me say this. Deep pocket clients, they are people who are knowledgeable. They have money. They have experience. They have exposure. And they are knowledgeable. So they are not people that you just give all this scratch surface information about a legal matter or a legal issue, and they will be so impressed with that scratch surface information, and then they will come and engage your services. No. In fact, most of them even know the scratch surface information that you want to share online. So you have to focus. You have to take a deeper dive into their business, depending on the area of law where you practice. You have to take a deeper dive, because the truth is, to whom much is given, much is expected. If they are going to come and pay you a lot of money, then they expect a lot of value. There must be that moment, that value kind of thing, before they can agree to pay you that kind of money. So deep pocket clients are not people that you can just cajole with all this scratch surface information. And I understand what lawyers think. Some lawyers think, oh, I don't want to give them all the information online. But the truth is, if you go on Google and you search for legal information online, if you see all the big law firms that have written articles online on different blogs, on different online platforms, and you read their articles, don't you notice that their articles are very detailed? Have you tried it before? Just go on Google, search for any topic in your practice area, and you will realize that the big law firms, the Alex, the Agbakoba, and all those big law firms, they create articles online, detailed articles. They are trying to stamp their feet as the authority. So if those big law firms are creating detailed articles that can even help you with your own case as a lawyer, if you don't have any experience whatsoever, you go to their law firm website, you're going to get good information and deep knowledge. So why are you now saying you don't want to create deep information online? Why are you saying you don't want to share deep information online? These big law firms have been to a lot of international big seminars. They are partners, and they understand the effects of you coming with deep knowledge. If you want deep clients, deep pocket clients, you must be able to exhibit that you have deep knowledge. So forget all those conversations around why are they sharing this, why are they sharing that. Show them that you know. That's the truth. You have to go beyond all this scratch surface information. Also, you have to focus on a niche. And even within your niche, there must be a sub-niche and a micro-niche. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You have a niche. Let's say you are a property lawyer. You have a niche. Then there must be a sub-niche. Who are you serving? Are you serving property companies? Are you serving private property investors? Are you serving the construction industry? Different things, different. Are you really doing land banking, or what are you doing? There must be a niche, there must be a sub niche, there must be a micro niche. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should niche out, because one major mistake people make is when we say niche down, they now niche out. No, we're not saying you should niche out. You have a niche, you still write about your niche, but come down a little bit to a micro niche. Own a particular area of law where there are not many people. Where you can easily stamp your feet and become the authority. That is what I'm saying. So focus on niche content. Another thing I want to say is create content that people are not creating. If you see that, oh, you are a business lawyer, and most business lawyers are just talking about CAC, take a U-turn. I'm not saying you should not talk about CAC at all, but just take a U-turn. Look for deeper things. There are a lot of things about business law. There are a lot of legal issues now. There are a lot of legal issues, even corporate governance, compliance, everything is there. Why do you want to follow the multitude? Just want to follow the multitude like that? No. Take a U-turn and create something that will distinguish you. Something that will make you, easily noticeable for people. They will see that, oh, this one is very knowledgeable. This one is not like all those, CAC lawyers or something. So you have to look into your practice area. Even if you are into family law, look into something very good. You can do a lot of things in family law, apart from just divorce. Take a deeper dive. If you see that everybody in your practice area is following this place, just take a U-turn and create a particular sub-niche for yourself. Make sure that your page becomes the go-to page for everybody in that your niche. Do you get what I'm saying? So that is it. Then another thing is focus on transformation. See, deep pocket clients, they already have information. They are knowledgeable people. They are successful people. They are rich people. They want transformation. All those things that we lawyers used to say about, I don't owe you transformation. How do lawyers even say it? There's a way they say it. I'm not under any obligation to see that you achieve this. I can just try. You see all those things and remove it from your dictionary. Deep pocket clients want results. They want results. I will give you an example. You want to bail somebody in a police station. I don't do criminal matters. I'm just using that as an example. You want to bail somebody in a police station. You're not saying, and they don't bail by this time, or this one is not bailable, or something. Big lawyers, they have connections. They bail with their phone call. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That is the transformation. So what the client wants is the results. The client does not want to hear any issue. Oh, CAC has issues. Oh, we can submit our registration approval now, and in the next 3 weeks, we will not hear anything. Deep pocket clients don't want to hear that. They want to hear that we need this registration to secure a contract tomorrow, and it must be ready. So if it requires you to have an internal person at CAC to fast track your work, you have to do it. I'm not saying you should do something that is illegal, but I'm not saying you have to have a strong network to achieve results for your clients, because deep pocket clients want results. That is what they want. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So you have to focus on the result. You have to focus on the transformation that you're going to get for the clients. That is what deep pocket clients want. Somebody put it in the comment section. Focus on results. Pardon me. Focus on results. I want to be sure that I want to be sure that I'm not the only one in class. Please focus on results. Another thing that I want to say is that yes, thank you. You are the kind of clients that you attract. You are the kind of clients that you attract. If you want to attract deep pocket clients, ask yourself, am I a deep pocket client myself? Am I a deep pocket client? Do you get what I'm saying? How much am I willing to spend on my legal practice? How much am I willing to spend on personal development? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. You yourself, are you a deep pocket client? There is something I call the Abby framework. Abby framework for deep pocket clients. Always be improving. Do what? Always be improving. You must always improve. So how much are you willing to spend on your legal knowledge, to develop your legal knowledge? How much are you willing to spend on textbooks, on courses, on industry events? That is just the truth, because you are the type of client that you will attract. So if you can't still spend more than maybe, let's say 50K on something, then it means that you'll be attracting 50K type of clients. Do you get what I'm saying? Lawyers often they complain. A client does not want to pay this amount of money. A client does not want to. You yourself, can you pay that amount of money if you are not a lawyer? If you are not a lawyer. So you are the kind of client that you will attract. And it also goes to what we show on social media. It also goes to what we show on social media. The kind of pictures you post on social media. The kind of videos you post on social media. The kind of content you write on social media. Can it attract deep pocket clients? That's my question. Can it attract deep pocket clients? Because there's something about perception. They look at you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And they kind of, how do I put it now? They kind of gauge you. They kind of assess you. And they tell themselves, this one is not worth that money. Most of the time, it's not as if the clients cannot pay more. But they just look at you, they look at everything, and they be like, this one cannot accept more. You get what I'm saying? So the kind of content you put out, does it, come here, put on that light. Here, go, just leave. The kind of content you put on social media, does it reflect the kind of authority they need? So some lawyers will write, and the way they write, you'll be able to still perceive from their write-up that they are trying to say that I'm not yet an authority in this industry. Some lawyers will make videos. I was watching the video of a lawyer on Instagram recently, and the way she was even doing her face and everything, it was like, please don't come for me. Oh. Like she wasn't even sure. I'm not sure she knows what she's saying, because the way she was even doing her face, you know, when somebody is doing their face like, please don't come for me, oh, please don't attack me, oh, that kind of thing. No, you have to stamp your feet, because deep pocket clients want people who are experts. Yes, let me use that word, experts. That's why they are willing to pay more. It's not as if they don't know that some people will accept lesser fees or lesser amount of money, but they want the best. So they want an expert. So are you projecting yourself to be an expert? When we see the pictures you post on social media, can we really say that you're an expert? When we see the videos you post on social media, can we really say you're an expert? How do you carry yourself? It's all about perception. You have to show them that you know what you are saying. And that is what I'm saying. So you attract the kind of clients that you are yourself. Then another thing is, do a critical assessment of your audience. Do a critical assessment of your audience. For your audience, for you to really say that you got your audience analysis correctly online, number one, your audience must need your services. Number two, they must be willing to pay for your services. And number three, they must be able to afford your services. So number one, they need it. Number two, they are willing to pay. Number three, they can afford it. It is one thing to need it, but they may not be willing to pay. It's another thing to need it. They are willing to pay, but they cannot afford it. Do you get what I'm saying? So there are three different things. So now, if they need it, they are willing to pay, and they are able to afford it. Let me give you an example. There are times that I put up a service and everything, and I will see people that they want it, they are willing to pay, but they cannot afford it. That is telling me, if I get more of those people coming into my DM, that is already telling me that they are not my ideal audience. Then that means that my content creation must focus on another set of people who can afford me. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So there was a time I was targeting the little business owners, the Gbogboero, the Kinikon, and all these market women, and if you just started the business and all that. And when they come into my DM and I share our retainer packages with them, they will tell me, they cannot afford this. The first person, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Then I realized that these people are not my target audience. I have to restructure because they want it, they like it, but they can't pay for it. And the main thing is I want the money. So it means that I have to get another set of audience. I have to think about the set of people that can afford me. So you have to go back to your drawing board to restructure your audience analysis to be sure that the kind of audience you are targeting are the set of people who can afford your services. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So someone put it in the comment section, audience analysis. Audience analysis. You have to be sure that the kind of people you are targeting, they want your service, they are ready to pay, and they can afford it. So there was a time that even in Digital Lawyers Network, I was targeting, the students, the young lawyers and everything. Yes, I still talk to young lawyers and students, but most of the time I see that they cannot afford my services. So I have to tell myself the truth. And if you looked at the last boot camp we did, you will see that I started talking about lawyers who have been established, who want to, continue to maintain relevance. I started talking about judges. I started talking about senior lawyers. I started talking about, do you get what I'm saying? Those are the people that they can even pay for 4 people. They don't care. They have the money. So those are the people. So even though I still want to talk to young lawyers, but I'm not really focusing on the just come out of, about they call it Johnny Just Come, JJC or something like that. I still love them. I still have things I can do for them. But most of them, they really want it. They want to pay for it, but they cannot afford it. And that's the problem. They must be able to afford your services. I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay, I want to see the fire emoji. I want to be sure that I'm making sense. I want to see the fire emoji. Please put the fire emoji in the comment section. Then another thing I also want to say is now, if you are now sure about your audience analysis, then the way you talk to your audience, apart from talking to them with a lot of authority, are you talking to them, how do I say it now? Are you giving them multivitamins instead of painkillers? Are you striking their emotions when you are creating your content? Because content creation has to do with a lot of emotions. Selling has to do with a lot of psychology. It has to do with your mind. So you have to strike their emotions. And the 2 main types of emotions you must strike, you have to strike their fear or their fantasy. Their fear or their fantasy. It's either you make them afraid for not contacting you or getting legal services, or you give them a kind of fantasy to show that if they get your services, this will be the end result. So you have to be sure that your content is also striking emotions. Leave all those academic content. I see some posts online, I'm like, are they trying to write a law textbook or something? You are not writing law textbook, you are selling. So your content must either make them afraid or make them feel like, wow, if I contact this lawyer now, this is what I'm going to become. You know, I was talking about focus on transformation. So your content too must show them the picture of the transformation you can do. One of the major challenges that I see that lawyers have is that they don't know how to effectively communicate the value that they are delivering. So they deliver a lot of value, but because they don't teach us how to sell in law school, so a lot of lawyers don't even know how to effectively communicate the value. So they don't even know how to show the client that this is the value I am bringing to the table. If you get a lawyer in this field, this is what it will help you to achieve, and this is what you'll be able to avoid. You must be able to show them the transformation. Then another thing I want to say is when you get people coming to your DM who are high ticket clients, state your fees confidently and own up to it. You can get them to come into your DM, and at the same time you can lose them. And this is how people lose high quality clients. When they come into your DM and you sound desperate. You sound desperate, like you don't want to lose them. So whatever they are saying, everything is yes. Everything is you agree. Everything is you chicken out. People who are deep pocket clients, they love professionals who are experts, who can put their feet down. I'm not saying you should be rude, but you have to be able to own up to your fees. So when you say a fee, you are not like fidgeting and shaking and saying, oh, I don't want this person to go. I don't want this person to go. Because you may think the client does not know, but the client can literally feel it in your tone of conversation. I was telling somebody that this week I've discussed with two people, and I realized I felt it in their tone, in their conversation tones. So I was discussing with somebody, and he was supposed to render a service for me. And obviously in my mind, I knew that, oh, this is what this service is worth. And the way he was talking, he was talking in such a way that I felt the desperation. I felt that he didn't want to lose me at any, he didn't want to give him any opportunity to lose me. So, and you don't come to the negotiation table as a weakling. You don't come to the negotiation table desperate. It's one of the rules of negotiation. So, immediately I sensed that in him. I gave him a lower fee. That's the truth. I gave him a lower fee. Everybody wants the best, fee for services. It's just normal. It's just human. So I gave him a lower fee, and, he said, no, he can't do it for that fee and all that. I said, okay, no problem. I said, that's above my budget. And I just dropped my phone and I smiled. My husband said, why did I smile? I said, he's going to come back. He's going to take it. I already sensed it in his tone. And I didn't say anything till late at night. I just saw his message and said, oh, he's going to accept the fees. I told my husband, I said, he can do so much more. I know him, he's so good, but I just know he's going to accept the fee. So why should I pay more? I was also talking to somebody a few days ago about something, and the person too did the same thing. Exactly the same thing. In fact, I was already negotiating and asking for two services, thinking the fees are different. So I was saying, okay, so I'll pay for this and I'll pay for this. But I guess she didn't understand what I was saying. She was just saying, no, the fee is this. And once you pay for this one and this one. And in my mind, I was like, are you even going to make profits? Are you even going to make profit? But she was just like, oh no, I could just sense that over forwardness. How do I put it? Too forward. I just want to close this deal. I just need this money now. Yes, you need money. You need money, but calm down. If you need good money, then you will not be desperate, because they can basically sense desperation. That is just what I'm trying to drive home. So you state your fees and you own up to it majestically. That is it, because deep pocket clients, once they see that you are too desperate, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. And the last thing I'm going to say is just be ready to deliver high quality services. Be ready to do what? Deliver high quality services, because deep pocket clients don't take crap. They don't take crap. So you be ready. If you want deep pocket clients, be sure that your services are top notch. Deep pocket clients don't take crap. Yes, I've worked with them. They don't take crap. So just be ready that just know that you are ready to deliver high quality work. Not all those things that we will do. You'll be doing a case to even give the clients the information and all those things. It will be like the client is disturbing you and all those things. Forget it. Deep pocket clients, they don't take crap. So I want to take your questions, your comments, your observations. Yes. I want to take your questions, your comments, your observation. Let me look at the comment section from here. Questions, comments, observations. Yes, so don't come desperate to the negotiation table. If you need good money, you have to calm down. Yes, so focus on transformation. That's true. So I want to take your questions, your comments, your observations before I go. Your questions, your comments, your observations before I go. Okay. I believe everybody knows that the next batch of application is now open for the next batch of the Digital Lawyers Bootcamp. Yes, we are currently enrolling for the next batch of the Digital Lawyers Bootcamp. And the bootcamp is a place where we teach lawyers how to make impact, influence, and profit online. So you practically learn how to streamline your law practice for flexibility so that you can work from any location. Like me now, I've been working from home for some time. So you can learn how to streamline your law practice for flexibility so that you work from any location. You make impact, you make influence, you have influence, and then you make profits. The bootcamp is 50,000 naira per participant, and early bird registration is just 30,000 naira only. Early bird registration is just 30,000 naira only. So if you want to enroll, just send me a DM and tell me you are interested in joining the Digital Lawyers Bootcamp. So if there are no questions this afternoon, can I say good day to us all? If there are no questions, because I can't really see questions in the comment section. Okay, if there are no questions, good afternoon, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.